And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and last year AEG put out one of the coolest games I played in a long time called Space Base. I love this game, it's amazing. So, they then came out with an expansion called the Shy Poodle expansion, which happily, easily fit into this box. And then they came out with this, the Command Station Expansion and Storage Solution. Now, AEG has come out with these big giant boxes before. They've come out with one for Smash Up, the big giant expansion box, whatever it's called, and the bigger, geekier box, whatever, that not only held all this stuff for Smash Up, but has plenty of room for many, many expansions yet to come. This was a little confusing to me, Space Base Command Station, because the game Space Base has a single expansion that's been produced for it, and it easily fits inside your base game box. So I was a little confused as to what you're putting inside Space Base, the Command Station. I mean, I guess that means there's more expansions coming, especially since the last one was very clearly a #1 expansion of a series. But, okay, big box. It also has more players. That was another thing that confused me because Space Base goes to 5 players and I kind of cap it at 4 myself. Wasn't sure I wanted a 6th or 7th player. It seems like the game would take longer. Alright, well, let's set aside my skepticism and see what's inside the box. Okay, so let's open this sucker up and see what we got inside. Well, actually what I did here is I put everything inside. So here we have the original rule book. This is the rule book that comes with this one. We have the expansion rule book. And we have everything sleeved in here. Now, I'm not going to pull out all the components because I don't want to spoil Shy Poodle for you if you haven't seen it before. But we want to talk about what's new in here. So we have a couple more boards. Same as the first boards. These will add the 6th and 7th player. The most exciting game components at all. Enough dice that everybody can have their own set of dice. And these are incredibly high quality dice. And I really like these. So you can see that these are the dice from the original one. Now we got green, we got yellow, we got blue. Oh, they're so pretty. The dice are fantastic. This is the best part of this upgrade by a mile. But the question remains is, how do you play the game with 6 or 7? Wouldn't that take too long? So there are 3 new decks of cards here. We have the 2 new decks here for the 6th and 7th player. Now, again, 6th and 7th players could take a long time, so the rules have a special lightning speed or light speed variant that is mentioned here. And in this light speed variant, you essentially start with 15 money and 1 income. You draw 4 level 1s and 2 level 2s, and you can buy as many of those as you want to start the game. Alright, so that's like kind of a quick start. But you also can use these cards. Everyone's going to get 1 number 7 and 1 number 8. These start pre-deployed, and simply you put charge cubes here. Okay, as you put these charge cubes here, you can use these to re-roll the dice or draw the top 2 cards of a deck. Choose one of them that you can buy and put them back. Essentially, this is going to let you do stuff on other people's turns because it's going to take a long time to go around the table. So you'll start with these 2, and you should play with the light speed variant. That's pretty much everything that's included in this set, except for the rule book itself. We should talk about this. This is a replacement. It does mention stuff from the Shy Mars thing. It mentions spoilers in them if you want to, but it clarifies the rules, especially the dice arrow rules, which were not very clear in the original game. And some clarification, so on. This is the only book you'll need to look at if you're not, unless you're playing with the Shy Poodle and you're going to walk yourself through it. Otherwise, this will work and replaces the regular rule book. I'm going to be unhelpful here, I think, in this review, because I'm going to tell you I don't know what I think about this. I love Space Base. I like this box size. It's fine. I like the extra dice that it comes. I like that there's extra player colors. I do not care one whit for 6 or 7 players. Even with the upgraded stuff and the faster stuff, if I have 7 players, 4 of us are going to play Space Base, and 3 of you can find a different game. I know some of you are like, but I want to play with 7. Well, here you go, then I guess this is it. But that whole extra 2 players thing, I don't know. Also, if you sleeve the cards, so I got these sleeves, and the sleeves are fine, although I think Space Base might be a little bit better without sleeves. But if you sleeve the cards, there's not a ton of room left in this box with that insert for more expansions. So I don't know what the point of this was. Extra dice? Good. The rules for 6 and 7 players, not bad, right? At least they knew it was going to take longer, and so there's ways. But I'm telling you, this is a straight parallel with the rules for 5 and 6 players with Catan. If you played Settlers of Catan and they added a 5th and 6th player, you were able to buy and build stuff on other people's turns rather than your own. But it still made the game entirely too long. This is the same thing. Sure, you can do stuff on other people's turns, but it's still, and that card that lets you steal points from everybody is even more deadly with the more players. So I don't care about the extra boards and the extra cards and the 6th and 7th player. And there's not much else in there. So you're buying this to get a nice box, a nice rule book, because the first rule book for Space Base, many people do not like it, as there was problems I found with the rules, and those beautiful dice. I don't know. It might be worth it, especially if you're planning for the future and want to put everything in one box. It is a little easier to store. I said I fit everything in the regular Space Base box, but it didn't fit in super easily. Maybe when more expansions comes out, I'll look at this and be like, yes, it's good to get. It just seems a bit presumptuous to have it earlier after only one expansion. So I'm not saying anything negative about it, but at the same time, I don't know that I would have gone out of my way to get it. I don't know that there's enough content. Unless you are looking for the extra players, then this is your jam. You're like, 7 players, I'm in. And I know a lot of people will probably really enjoy that. I'll keep the box, and I love the dice. But really, I've talked about this more than the content that's in there. Dice Tower Judgment, I don't know what to say. I like it, and at the same time, feel like you probably don't need to get it.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando, in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching the Dice Tower.